and 3. We have 3, 2 inflows, 1 already cash balance from start, and then all are the payments. So let's see its solution.
Why dividend payments is inflow?
Not inflow.
Okay.
I didn't mark. I marked this issuance of stock, not the dividend.
Okay.
Here we go. So we start from our cash balance, 145. I hope everyone is right about it. And then we add cash receipts, cash collection from customers, and issuance of stock. So you have your total inflow 21177, right? And then you less cash payments, which are inventory, operating expense, purchase of property, long-term, short-term debt, payment of dividend. So your payments, which are outflow. So how much do you have the available balance? 1198. And how much you have to maintain the cash balance? 135. So how much additional or extra cash you have? 1063. And that cash can be used for purchase, for decision making of other stuff, for business expansion, or just to save it with the bank and earn interest. Right? You need to decide. Right? So, Misha, why you have a balance of 3198? That is amazing.
I must have made a mistake somewhere.
I think you did not use your calculator properly. Your figures are correct, but you didn't use.
I'll check.
Okay, well done, Sipaday. And for group Minsu, what did you do, buddy?
I missed adding the stocks, and I also missed because I was confused of putting purchase of property and equipment because I thought it is not included.
Okay, but remember, budgeted total amount of assets are also not in our inflow. Remember this one. You also write it down in inflow, the budgeted total amount of assets. No. Right? Balance sheet items are not only one thing we need to pick from balance sheet, that is cash balance. This one. And not any other stuff. So here we go. All these are the balance sheet items, and we do not take into this in consideration regarding cash budget. That's it. Okay. Means
Okay.
you understand?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, now going towards our final remarks that how cash is accounted for in balance sheet. So today we'll be finishing out one part of our asset, which is cash. We will be completing our cash accounting, that how we account for cash in accounting. So the last one, which we probably the last one is report cash on balance sheet. So number one, all cash accounts are combined into a single account. So company can have their time deposit or some kind of a fix. Like we have extra cash, you fix it for 3 months. That is also your cash and cash equivalents. Certificates of deposits, high grade government investments, cash and cash equivalents. You all already combine all the stuff, bank accounts, saving accounts, bonds, government bonds. You add all the stuff and report collectively on the balance sheet as cash and cash equivalents, right? Compensating balance agreement. What does it mean? It means cash balance should not include cash that is restricted. For example, company that borrows agrees to maintain a minimum cash balance is the restricted cash balance. We call this compensating balance agreement. For example, you ask a loan from the bank of $1 billion, right? Companies say that $1 million you cannot use. You must maintain the $1 million balance in your bank account with us. So how much money we can use? Right? We cannot use $1 billion. We can only use $9.9 million. So that $1 million amount, which is restricted, we call that compensating balance. So that is not a part of our use, our decision making, right? So how we are going to treat that one? We treat our cash as 900,000, and we write it down in notes that the compensating balance is $1 million, which means our restricted cash. So that is not included in our cash. So all the cash that are represented in balance sheet, that are the cash that is readily used, 100% usable by the company, right? So if there is compensating balance agreement between bank and your company, so that balance is not a part of cash on the balance sheet. That is a part of compensating balance agreement, and it should be reported separately, not in balance sheet. Okay, let's talk about the midterm pattern. So I think almost all of you guys already have different courses with me. So my paper pattern would be the same, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 belongs to true false and MCQs. I would be giving you also the answer sheet for our part 1. All you have to do, you need to type the answer in the answer sheet of part 1 regarding true, false, and MCQs. Of course, I would be giving you some limited time to attempt part 1. Part 2, I would be giving you ample time to do that. Part 2, if you have ePen, like I have this ePen, so you can solve your question on the file or on the part 2. If not, then you can take a paper like you do your assignments and solve it. The rest of the story you already know that. Take a picture, convert into or paste it into a Word form, rename it as a part 2, your student ID, your name, and send it to me in time. Okay? The paper is going to be for 2 hours. So there are going to be questions regarding chapter 1 to 4. And our midterm exam is going to be on which date?
12.
Exactly. Right?
What time?
The same time. Like our class timing, that's it. Right?
Sounds good, sir.
Okay, everything is okay?
Yep.
Arone, Junpyo, Min, Minsu, Misha, Ping Ping, Sipade?
Yes.
Yes,
Good.
Sir, is there so for some of our assignment that we have to draw the whole table? Can't remember.
Which assignment?
1 second, please.
Okay, take your time and then we'll talk about it. Okay, meanwhile, I also need to have your attendance.
So what's going on?
I'm waiting for Minsu for what he's saying.
Sir, do you have anything else? Do you have anything else in mind, or can I?
Just wait a second. We are about to end this meeting, and if somebody need to talk about, we can have.
Okay, sure.
I cannot find that exact assignment, but like for example, like for assignment number 1, like we had to draw the whole assets, liabilities, the diagram.
So it would be some kind of like questions, not long questions, some small questions, just like that, entries, or find out net income, like bank reconciliation statement and cash budget question. That's it. Major
Yeah,
portion is
I'm
gonna
just,
be
I'm just saying
hard at once.
because like every time we draw the whole graph like without like printing the paper, it takes quite a long time to make it even and then look nice, like to understand.
I think no, that would be very long. It's not going to be covered in our restricted time period. So I'm going to be testing your concepts, not the formats.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now let's move. There would be our assignment 4 regarding our bank reconciliation and the cash budget. So remember, so the time period would be 5th of May, the deadline. So send it your assignment 4 before 5th of May, and your exam going to be of 12th of May. So I would be uploading its solution on 6th or maybe 7th of May, so that you can have ample time to go through all these questions. Okay? If you have any question, you can talk about that. If not, then we can end our lecture here.
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Stay safe, sir, and have a good day, everyone. Goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.